Hey everyone! Welcome back to Comic Studio. It says Comic Studio once again, which is absolutely going to be doing for just only one thing. For just the last time's video we just did here around here in Comic Studios about for Among Us, which is not guaranteed for children, like it's also to do this, because I'm making this video also not guaranteed for children, as we're gonna be going down to scroll down and nothing against or like away for just a round for it completely wasted for a round of those things. Silly jail comic studio. I'm not gonna be about to go anywhere for about here. For today's video, we're going into Salt's comic studio, or Salt's comic studio, which is the son of Salt Cookie. As we're gonna be scrolling all the way down, I didn't actually find here from the Salt's comic studio, but there it is inside for some sort of personal comic creators will be about to jump in. So as we sneak it on upon to jump in for this comic studio, let's get on to those drafts. But I'm pretty sure that it seems like there isn't gonna be available drafts like anything else. So the first thing was name was gonna be Salt, but there is no notice, nothing like anything from over again. So from the Freddy Fazbear's like isn't gonna be going to the last day as yesterday. So but yesterday we just did here in Fazbear's studio. This is not gonna be going for around here. Oops, it's just gonna be going for a wiki fandom or Wikipedia as well, so I never definitely going for it for about here. So as you can by absolutely we trying to really see for this about for two links about here we didn't actually see for about of these things. It's owned by Scott Clouthon, and because like already it is for about of this yesterday and 2 days ago, because absolutely for this is the updated log as well, so I'm not gonna be about worrying about here for about this. So we just absolutely gonna be going for around here instead of a Wikipedia as well. So we have for some sort of an item such as fish, and we definitely have some two background images as well. So we have two background images around here. So this isn't like this thing as well. So and because it says always to tag me whenever you put me in here, so as well. So it could be have 7 sprites about of this character. So the first thing we just actually gonna be putting around here, but instead of a sports car that were just completely added for just very much. So let's find it a little bit for these ones, because I got here from about of them above as well. So I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be added for the Vitesse or the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport, and I'm probably not sure that we're gonna be putting around of this Holden Commodore, which is absolutely going to be using these, and it's going to be here, right over here. This is not going to be actually from my thumbnail, because not actually located from the Australian things as well. So he might going to be stepping away from this car while preventing his driving license like as well, because this is only for one thing is over here. So, as you can see for submitted sprites, there must be a dark black things, the Queen or King of Skeletons. This is not him for about of this thing as well. Salt Unicorn, a table, and that's all for about of those things as well. So, what about for the submitted sprites? Pepper spirals, which is I'm not gonna be doing for about here. So Peppers meet fishes, and a weapon called a first ever shotgun. So without anything from above, so we cannot able to be talking about for many things for sure, but only salt with only one thing. It's not actually for these guys as well, because which is miserable as well, because actually what is actually for some sort of a quick review for about of those old styled cars as well. So I'm not gonna be eventually just try to add some more. So we're gonna be using submitted sprites by using for such as an angry comic studio. The evil salt would be driving it as well. And what I should be able to do, but I'm probably not sure. We're going to be added with the Officer Timpani or Carl Johnson. So let's go for Carl Johnson. That I'm gonna be going to edit out, or edit it out for this one. So I got at him right away. So what about from their cars as well? So not even possible. So if I'm gonna be going for submitted sprites, which is actually lead to other dimensions in Comic Studio. If I'm gonna be using for some sort of a Comic Studio like crossovers like itself, it's gonna be doing for around for its free content like these things, not allow for just they're gonna be going for free content. So let's going for round 4. I mean for sports cars like the Mustang, and isn't gonna be going for round of this one. So that wasn't gonna be going to driven about this car for right over here. An evil salt could be driving Officer Shaw's automobile, could be the Chevy Camaro Z06, or submitted sprites. Ooh, that's not pretty good. And I cannot believe this isn't gonna be going for just much easier. So just pretend that could be driven like it's for a Vapid Dominator GTT, which is actually reference to the Ford Mustang GT like itself, or the Mustang Bus 302. Unlike the GTT, this isn't exactly is going to be going for around itself what to do anyways. So another row could be able to add it for somewhere like else, because of all of those cars. One might subject not to be added like Utonium or whatever to do so as well. So I cannot believe it that isn't going to be going for a round of these crazy salt. It was not for me, but it was pretty miserable from their children. So we didn't actually going to be going to do like it's a big fish from over here. So it's really that big. Pretend this is actually going to be Mr. Grouper. And this is actually going to be Mr. Grouper as well. So let's go to be going for a sample text on like this thing. So actually Mr. Grouper as well. So this is actually going to be going for not me as well. So exactly is not going to be going for round of these things as well. And so this name is going to be on the top as well. Ooh, yeah. This isn't gonna be going for it here. Oh well. This is not gonna be going for well. Here it is. Grouper. And this is absolutely gonna be going to do this. It's not gonna be the right spelling about here. And as you can see, this name tag was actually Mr. Grouper. So this is gonna be actually gonna be named that I just remember that I was a dumb kid, which is not completely bad at all that he looks. So I better try to find things out that we're gonna be going to use a crossover comic studio as well. So instead of GTA Spano, I would rather that Franklin Clinton could be mad at stolen cars as well. So absolutely, that Franklin could be mad at me from putting around of those images around here because he gets a call and he says, "Stop putting car images in this comic studio or his crib." So absolutely gonna be going to set around for many more of those things or anything like it's actually gonna be going for around here. So instead of adding for multiple cars, we got civilian cars as well. But I'm actually gonna be putting a round of this luxury sedans and not anything that goes around for many more things as well. So we're gonna be putting around for those things, but I'm not pretty sure that we're gonna be putting out for this thing. I'm not similar to this bot over here because I'm looking for this Cartoon Network comic studio, but probably it was actually this. We got for a golf cart from Michael D. Santa wasn't actually gonna be going from him as well. And what is this? That must be a school bus from over here. And like next thing we just absolutely have with this Finn's sword, a golden sword over here. And what's this? Oh, there, it's a chemical X that I should be able to put here around for this CJs like this thing as well. So let's just put around for the chemical X into some sort of one reason. Unlike for Shaw's car, I mean Shaw's police cruiser, like the unmarked police car as well. So we're pretty sure this isn't gonna be going for about of these things. City Downsville Middle School? What is this school bus from over here? I'm probably sure that we're gonna be headed back to, unlike these, for the iron cookies. So looks like it's gonna be going from here. Because how it really was, unlike him, for about of those things as well. So this is not gonna be pretty exciting like this. Really happy from over here. So he's gonna be over here again from the next thing is a big bot like these. I don't like these things. This bot is from KO. Okay, KO, let's be heroes. That sounds like it's probably gonna be interesting like itself. But eventually, the video ends is gonna be right over here. So if you like for today's video around for it's Salt's miserable comic studio about Salt's comic studio, and I'm making sure that is gonna be linked in description down below. And because before the end of this month is going for about right now, tomorrow is gonna be another for uploading video because for a next day, for about the next 2 days, it will be delayed for this uploads for around here. So eventually, that could be the end of this video as well. So thanks for watching and for all your support. And also, don't forget the main website is going to be linked in the description down below. And I really guess that I'm not going to be going for believing that I'm just going to be going for around for Sunday. That tomorrow, it's not going to be going for around here. By the end of its Pride Month, there will be Canada Day. And see you mini lads all later, and that should be Turbo Concepts is signing off. We just tried.